Whoa, we saw a major boost in the child's development of social skills and language. In a moment, I'm going to dive into, from my personal experience as a speech-language pathologist, the 5 most essential things to know about a speech and language delay. But first, please hit that subscribe button so you'll be in the loop for all my speech therapy tips and tricks for kids. All right, let's get into it. 1, the hearing must be checked. It's the first thing you need to know that your child does not have a problem with hearing. If we skip over this, it's happened to me where I had a client and it seemed like they could hear, but after we got the hearing screening done by a professional audiologist, we found that, in fact, there were certain tones that the child could not hear, which is why he was not talking at the time. Once we were able to take care of that hearing problem, speech therapy was much more productive. Hopefully your child's already talking and you've already had this hearing evaluation, but if not, please have that hearing evaluation just in. Number 2, nutrition should always be considered. Quality nutrition comes into play as your child's brain is growing and developing very rapidly. We want to make sure that they're getting all the nutrition they need for that brain development to go as best as possible. If you're doing speech therapy at home with your child, you're really stretching and challenging and growing that brain to its limits. And as a result, the brain needs fuel, which is food, to keep up with this amount of learning. Number 3, screen time should be limited. The research that is coming out right now, guys, about screen time and the effects on children's brains, it's serious, guys, and it's kind of shocking, but it's changing the way that children's brains are working, functioning, and reacting. The biggest problem with screen time is that it's time away from other people. It's not social time, it's not real life, it's not real items, it's just flat video and a screen. Number 4, peer interaction should be frequent. Why is increasing peer interaction so important? I can't tell you how many times I've worked with children in their homes with their parents, and I've been working with them for, let's say, 6 months, and yeah, we're making progress, but the child doesn't seem to have much interaction with other kids because there's no other siblings in the home and there aren't other neighbor friends for them. The child just sees other kids at the grocery store or Starbucks with their mom, but it's not consistent and it's really not playtime with other kids, interaction. In one case I can think of very specifically, I told mom, come on, please, let's really get this child exposed to other kids. Let's get them involved and playing and doing this activity and that. She was hesitant, but once we made some suggestions, she got out there and started going to the library, special toddler reading time every week. Whoa, we saw a major boost in the child's development of social skills and language. Vocabulary was just like popping out of this kid at amazing rates. And it was all inspired from this time with other children that were talking a little bit more than she was. Peer interaction is so important for development. And I know the pandemic, it's been an insane challenge in so many ways. And I've talked to a lot of parents who are seeing the effects of the pandemic and the isolation on their children. And I feel for you out there, and there's only so much we can do and so much risk that each person is willing to take. As the world is opening up and becoming a healthier, safer place, I encourage you to think about getting your child more involved with other children because that is important for their development. Number 5, Binkies or pacifiers should be temporary. I recommend around 12 months making it a goal to start decreasing the use of the Binky. But of course, if a child's crying and needs to be soothed and you can't meet that need in any other way, then I understand using a Binky and a pacifier. They're very useful. But think about it. If you're able to meet that child's need in other ways, try not just to automatically go for the Binky. If the child's happy or playing, then the child doesn't need a Binky. Take that Binky out, hide it, put it away so that your child can babble, talk, and imitate while they're happily playing anyways. They don't always need to have that Binky in their mouth. I can't tell you how many times I've come into a home and I read the report beforehand that says child's not talking, 0 words, 18 months old. Okay, but then I walk in the house and the child has a Binky in their mouth and I ask how often they use the Binky and it's like all day. Then I say, all right, let's get rid of that Binky. The Binky is literally plugging their mouth so that they are not talking. It's taking away the opportunity to talk. So I recommended to take away that binky, and they hid the binky all day until nighttime. The child needed it during nighttime, and guess what? It was super successful for this child. He didn't need the binky all day long. He only needed it for bedtime. And so when they just took it out of sight, he didn't think about it, and he started babbling and talking while he was playing. All right, we just covered a lot, but before you go, I have a free ebook for you that covers these 5 essentials called 5 Things Every Parent Must Know. Click the link in the description and you'll get a really nice, beautiful printout of these 5 reasons as a free ebook gift from me to you. You can also visit my website for lots more information on speech and language development, including an online course created by me called How to Teach a Toddler to Talk. It's my step-by-step guide for parents to help their children from home. I'll see you next time here on social media. Happy talking with your little toddlers. Bye-bye.